Hello, dear friends. First of all, we want to thank you for your feedback, and you can ask us topics that you would like to get answers to. We would like to take into account your wishes, and now we have the first request, and they want us to highlight such a question as children who are now being embodied in our present time. In order to make it a little bit more clear, let's turn to the question of the races of mankind. Now, for this period of time, representatives of the third race of humanity, this is the population that we refer to the African people. Representatives of the fourth race are representatives of those people that we refer to, such as Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese, and some more other nationalities. And these representatives of the third, fourth race, they have almost completed their task, and the task of each race is to reveal its unique quality. And then, when this quality is already clearly visible among these people, this quality should be dispersed among all mankind. And all this cumulative experience that has been achieved, it should be synthesized within all mankind. Now, the fifth race is continuing its further development. It has not yet completed this development. Each race, it must pass the state of 7 sub-races, and for the fifth race, there is still the last state of the 7th race to pass. Here it should be noted again that the 7th sub-race is a synthesizing sub-race. It should combine not only the achievement of this race itself, but also the previous achievements of mankind. Children who are born now as representatives of the fifth race, their task is to sharpen their mind. These children are quite intelligent, but it cannot be said that they are talented. But the representatives of the sixth race, who are now beginning to incarnate as indigo children, you have probably heard such a term. Then these children are already talented. Everyone can be talented in their own way. But it should be noted that it is not very easy for parents with such children, primarily because the sixth race is not yet perfect and it still has a strong ambition. And depending on what form of ambition is still present in these incarnating new children, there are also problems that parents should work with during unbringing. First of all, I would like to draw your attention to the fact that there are 4 categories of indigo children, in accordance with what they still need to work on. The first category is children who can be quite aggressive, and as we often say, they are able to go over heads to achieve their goal. Therefore, special attention of parents who raise a such child should be paid to help overcome this aggressiveness. It will be better for the child himself, and he will adapt better to society. The next category is children who may not have enough perseverance. Therefore, when parents have to raise such a child, they will often need to sit down next to him, work out with him. If you need to do some work, again, in the first couple, you need to do this work together, with the child, so that he gradually develops this skill. The next third category is children who may have a lack of responsibility. Again, parents should pay serious attention to this and help such a child also cope with this flaw in consciousness. And for the fourth category is when children can be talented, even very talented, but lack a sense of beauty. And with such children, you also need to do special work. First of all, it is useful to take them to different clubs, to amateur art clubs, to a music school, to an art studio. That is to contribute in every possible way to the development of a sense of beauty in these children. It will be useful for such children to engage in dancing and singing, and in general, I recommended not only children, but also all people to take time so that they can dance and sing. This is very good both for the overall development of a person and for his health. When a person is engaged in the plasticity of his body, he works out his body well, removes muscle clamps, and naturally, this can work as a wellness practice. And singing. It also has a good effect on health, because the sound vibrations have a good effect on a person and also help recovery. As for the crystal and rainbow children, they are already representatives of the seventh race of mankind. The seventh race itself, it will not be incarnated very soon. Well, first of all, of course, if we are talking about the sixth race of mankind, then it will mainly develop during the Aquarian era. And then, representatives of the seventh race of mankind will begin to incarnate more actively. At the same time, you can pay attention to these names, crystal children and rainbow ones. Remember the children's fairy tale, Aladdin's magic lamp, where Aladdin was called a diamond in the rough. Here are crystal children. These are such diamonds in the rough. They still need to polish themselves, polish their qualities in order for this diamond to turn into a perfect diamond that plays with its facets with all the colors of the rainbow. And then such representatives of the seventh race will already be called rainbow. With such children, of course, it will be even more difficult for parents because these children are totally brilliant. Everything they undertake, they do well. Therefore, so far only a few representatives of the seventh race are incarnated, and they are incarnated among humanity precisely to help humanity in order to promote further development. And there will be a lot to learn from them. So, it is hard to even say who will educate whom. The parents of these children, or these children will educate not only their parents, but also other people. Therefore, of course, parents will need to pay special attention, not so much to these children as rainbow children, but they need to try to match the very children that they may have. Although at the earliest stages of the child's growth, as usual, you will need to pay a lot of attention to such children. and in the future, more and more, to switch to a friendly relationship. This will also help to build relationships more correctly. Here I have briefly tried to highlight this topic about incarnating children, and we wish you further success in your life and your development. See you soon.